So where the fuck have I been on YouTube in the last 3 years? So, Moncton's just completely out of any kind of boats whatsoever. So at this point, my only real option, because we do so much camping and I need a boat that can have the piss beat out of it, is we're gonna fix up the old John. Now it's full of crap right now, but the eventual plan is to weld all the cracks in the boat, and then I'm gonna rebuild this deck entirely. So I'm gonna strip this the wood out of it today and the flooring, and then we're gonna get it over to a welder, and hopefully the welder doesn't come back with an arm and a leg. I don't think it's that much work, but I don't weld, so I don't really know.
Show off your natural hue, flamingo. Oh, 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 oh. If you're multicolored, that's cool too. You.
All right, so cutting some foam. And we're gonna put foam inserts right along in here, each slat.
虹色に染まった世界、今日も地球のどこかでエビをむしゃむしゃ食べて、フラミンゴはピンク色に染まっていくぜ。
So, haven't been recording a whole lot. Here's the progress we've made. We got a coat of varnish that's going on this board over here. A couple of them have already been treated. We ended up, let's move the camera here. We ended up doing epoxy on one side. The epoxy was quite expensive, so ultimately I ended up going with multiple coats of spar varnish. And then in the mail today, if we can get her to focus, hang on, she'll go right over there. So, in the mail today, we got this marine grade carpeting.
You have to eat before you make your skin turn pink. Eat too much and you'll get sick. Shrimps are pretty rich. Green or blue, show off your natural hue. Flamingo, oh 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 oh. If you're multicolored, that's cool too. You don't need to change.
There we go. We got our welds done. Good. Nice quality job. No complaints there.
Pink. Flamingo, oh 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 oh.
So she's pretty much done. It's been a long time coming. A lot more work than I expected, but let's have a look. So we got, let's put my glasses down here, Jesus. There we go. Got the lights up front. Looking good. Now I still have to fully sort out the tent system, but the tent system, it seems pretty easy to get resolved. And apart from that, I just have to anchor the floor and one LED strip, which is now on the ground, I accidentally cut through, so I had to order a new strip on Amazon. So we'll wire that up. That takes no time at all. So just got to clean it up and a few odds and ends, and it's pretty well done. Yeah, give me a sec.
He's on roids.
All right, we're here. We fucking finally got to the Miramichi. Ryan's got a fucking beautiful bass here.
He's so angry. I don't think They don't do that normally.
What do you think, buddy?
He's got musky fin. It's a hybrid.
All right,
Let's go.
Hell yeah, man. That's a nice fish. Boom.
He gone, baby.
He gone. Yeah, so it's a pretty dreary day here on the Miramichi River. We're fishing a little pocket of bass here. You get a peek of that. So, as you can see, they're moving by right now on our left. I think Ryan got that guy on the right, though. You did. But there's pockets of fish moving by here. It's been pretty steady all day. We got on the water, well, probably an hour ago, and probably took us, what, 20 minutes to get here.
Yeah, I've been fishing probably about an hour or so.
Yeah, and we got about a dozen in the boat so far, so it's not a bad day.
Size has been pretty consistent.
Yeah, consistent size. Look at that hook up.
Already?
Woo!
What else can you ask for?
I can't ask much more, man.
Oh, he's swimming right at the moment. Real consistent fishing off the bottom.
Yeah, that's it. Either slow retrieves or just real dead presentations with small pops seems to be what's going on today. So that's what we're gonna do. Look at that bad boy, boys. That's why we come to the She. You don't have to wait till fucking May. Okay? You hire Mills's guide service. I give you 1 gram of weed, 2 smokes, and some beer, and a fucking day of stripers. Boom, 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 boom. Hell yeah, look at that fucking fatty, bud.
This is sick.
Boom, boys. Boom.
They're okay fish. There's no way. It's actually decent.
Yeah, hell yeah. There you go.
That's like 28 inches again.
Hell yeah.
Our average size today is crazy.
I know.
Catching stripers on the sheet, catching stripers on the sheet, catching stripers, drunk all-nighters, it's fine by me. It's so easy like catching stripers on the sheet. Catching stripers on the sheet, catching stripers on the sheet, catching stripers, little biters, thumbs a sight to see. It's so easy like catching stripers on the sheet. You can't hardly tell I've been drunk for a week. If this ain't retard hell, what else could it be? Nothing's easier than catching stripers on the sheet. Catching stripers on the sheet, catching stripers on the sheet, catching stripers, drunk all-nighters, it's fine by me. It's so easy like catching stripers on the sheet. It's so easy like I'm catching stripers on the sheet.
So yeah, we're on the fucking mighty Miramichi, and it's fucking wonderful.
It's so
And
good.
Ryan's fucking killing it right now. Props to him, my first mate Ryan.
Oh, Capitan!
Here we are. Look at all the ice back there. Can't even go up that section of the river. No dice. Ice up here. I don't know where people launched today, but all right. Sorry, I'm just using my phone here as a monitor. Pop that guy up right there so we can see what's going on. Okay, so let's talk about what we should be looking for when it comes to activity on the finder. Now, can we see that? Oh, I can't. Hang on. I'm using a real wide angle lens right now, so let's just pop the. Okay. So right now we can't be positive, but this activity that we got going on here on the left side, you can see it. We're currently drifting, which makes it very hard to discern. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop the tripod in a low mode. We're going to set this guy up to look at the finder, and I'm going to show you what you should be looking to identify on your side edging. I'm pretty sure, based on the constant activity and how far off I'm on off that rock ledge, that probably is bass. So they're right now hugging the left side a little bit deeper, but we're gonna have a look. We're gonna start the motor and then we're gonna do a pass here. So let's just get this all set up. Sand bottom, and you got those hot white returns with those little black shadows under it. That's telling me right now that we're on top of bass. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a little pass here. Now what should happen is that when I do the pass and turn, all those bass should then end up on the left. So we're gonna do this. We're turning now, as you can see. Boom. Come back round through. Slow her down. And what we're looking for is we want that activity that we saw, which we can now see, is now coming up on the left. Real light returns, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna find the thick of it, and then that's where we're going to stop. And sometimes this is just what you have to do. The bite turns off, you're not sure why. Ideally, you want to see those fish on both sides. That lets you know that you kind of really have honed in and gotten on top. So right now, both sides, there's kind of like a little bit. Now, I usually like to wait till I see it get real thick. Now, on the left, it's getting real thick. That means those fish are tucked in a little bit into those flats. We got a little bit more on the right. But we're gonna keep driving around, we're gonna keep looking. Now, I think right here you can see, I wanna say it's thickening up, but it's still not. So I'm gonna drive the boat around for a little bit. I'm gonna look, and then I'm gonna park the boat at the ideal spot, and we'll go from there. Now, I was drifting a little bit because I am focusing on the finder and not where the fuck I'm going. Probably need a little bit of time with this week's sponsor, which is the Sasha Gray Fleshlight. But like I said, I'm gonna find the right spot, park her, and then we'll get back to it. Now, I'm not sure what you're gonna capture. I'm gonna be real conscious of the fact that camera's up there. If it is, you know. So we are probably at a real narrow angle right now, and I apologize for that. If anything's usable, it's usable. But this is what I captured. Now that feels like a decent bass. And this is what I come out here for, folks. Now, I know we're running 85 mil mode, but I wanted to get some shots of this bass before it comes out of the net, at least. There we go. Nice little bass there. Probably take some photos with my cell phone because I'm not really confident in the camera setup now that everything transpired. Probably get a quick little measurement on it now that the oar's out of its mouth. After a real lethargic day, we now have bass that are aggressively taking just a drifting bait. That was another miss. That was a tap. Definitely gonna finish the night fishing topwater like this. Whatever you want to call it, weightless. real special nights when you, especially this early in the season, when you can manage to pull in. Oh. Let's be nice for the camera here. Swallowed it. But when you can get bass on top water or just below, and it's this early on, that's some real aggressive feeding right there. And kind of kicked on when the sun started to go down. So obviously those bass who have been pretty lethargic all day have decided to kick on, which is fun. There we go. How's it going, guys? So, had a bearing blowout. Really my own fault. Normally I check them, didn't check them this time, and that's that. It took me 7 hours to get the race off the axle. Pounding, finally popped it off and got the new one on, but really cut into my day here fishing. But I've already gotten onto a school of fish, so hopefully I won't have to move too far from launch. I'm not that far from launch now. So we're gonna do some casting and see what happens here. That's a nice she striper right there. Okay, beautiful. In the 30s for sure. That's why I come to the she. All right, look at that. Look at that chunk. That's a hefty fish. Here's another fish. I just saw some bass over here smashing the top of the water. Threw a fluke and bam, look at that. Nice little bass, back in the water, going back at it. Good.
How's the fishing, bud?
Not bad. Not as big as the last girl, but I'll take that any day.